Hey everybody, I'm Chef Todd Moore. I'm getting ready for a romantic meal that I've planned here. And every time I put one of these special meals together, I try and remind myself that cooking for your date doesn't have to be complicated to be appreciated. People set themselves up for failure and they give themselves a tremendous amount of stress when you're cooking for a date. Preparing a meal for your date, it shows thought, it shows effort, it shows the sensitivity that it requires to make someone else feel happy and special. When you make someone else feel happy and special, then you've got dating dynamite. But this is not the right time to start trying out new recipes. This might not be the occasion to experiment with something that could turn into a dating disaster. But have no fear, I'm here to tell you that most cooking disasters are caused by the written recipe and not the cook. That's because a written recipe is someone else's opinion of what to cook for dinner, and it generally doesn't tell you how to cook dinner. You should not trust everything that a recipe tells you. However, if you don't have written instructions, how do you create amazing meals that impress a date? Well, there are 5 elements that I've broken them down into, 5 necessary skills that you can develop to be able to cook the way you want, with the ingredients that you desire, and avoid the pitfalls of recipes on such a big night. Then, you'll make your cooking a winner every single time. The first way to impress your date with your cooking is to change your thought process a bit. You have to start admitting to yourself that recipes are good only for ideas. Blindly following someone else's idea of how something should be cooked is destined for frustration. Cooking for your date should come from what you like. It can show part of your personality. It can introduce them to your heritage or your culture, and it can demonstrate your creativity. None of this comes from a written recipe. That's because there are too many variables in recipes for the home cook to duplicate them exactly as the photo shows. Just like that airbrushed abs on the cover model, it sets an unrealistic expectation. I got news for you, the test kitchen and the photo studio are 2 separate places and they did not meet. Secondly, with recipes, product sizes can be different. Stoves can be different temperatures. Pots and pans are made of different materials. This makes recipes very difficult to duplicate successfully for the home cook. The second way to cook your way into your date's heart is to learn some basic knife skills. Dates are impressed when you can use a chef's knife. And the chef's knife will be your best friend in the kitchen if you use it skillfully and safely. Great thing about the chef's knife, there are no moving parts. It washes clean easily. It can be used to cut hundreds of items quickly. This is not the same with your chopper dicer device. An attractive meal has ingredients that are similar shapes and similar sizes. They look great and they'll all consistently cook because they're consistently cut. Third thing, stock your pantry. If you want to cook without recipes and reveal a little bit of yourself through cooking, that means you'll be using ingredients that you desire. Why not keep some of them on hand? Have soy sauce, have chili paste, have coconut milk, curry powder, salsa, adobo sauce. This way you can quickly change the flavor profile of any dish that you prepare simply. You'll cook better when you perfect one cooking method and simply change the flavors. That's my 4th tip. Written recipes can be confusing, and cooking for a date calls for confidence. Dates like confidence. Find the cooking method that you're most comfortable in and then substitute date-friendly ingredients. When you understand the different types of heat used in cooking, then you can control them to your desires and cook with anything that you want. That's because the essence of cooking is the transfer of heat to food. Regardless of what you're cooking, how you cook is most important. The difference between the direct heat of a sauté pan versus the indirect heat of the oven, those 2 things are going to give you dramatically different results. When you cook with the end result in mind, if you're preparing a delicate fish that you want to be moist, it should probably be steamed. If you want to, let's say, make an attractive caramel sear on a steak, really nice plate appeal, well then it needs direct heat. It should be sautéed, broiled, grilled. These are different methods of cooking, and each of them has a step-by-step process. My last tip for cooking on a date, become a sauce master. A good sauce can help a badly cooked piece of chicken, but a bad sauce will ruin the best one. Great sauces mystify many cooks But they're actually quite simple. They all have a similar procedure, but they rely on the science of cooking. And all sauce making comes down to one concept. It's called gelatinization of starches. Quick and easy pan sauces are made by starch molecules that absorb liquids and swell. This is what makes sauces smooth or lumpy, and once you create a great roux, you'll be making any sauce you can think of. You will definitely cook better when you stop trusting recipes entirely, when you start using your kitchen knife, when you stock your pantry, when you use a dependable, repeatable method and learn how to make sauces. And I'm going to show you all these techniques in my next webcast. It's Discover the 3 Secrets to Making Your Cooking a Winner every single time. Watch this webcast and you'll have an endless supply of dinner dates at your command. Register now and hold your seat to my free webcast.